Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be showing you how I created my defined braid out. I'm going to be starting with freshly washed hair using the Suave Professionals. And right now I'm adding in the Cantu Shea Butter for natural hair. It's the leave-in conditioning cream. This stuff is amazing. When I say your hair is so moisturized, especially when you pair it with the Cantu curl defining moisturizer, oh my goodness, that stuff is amazing. But right now I'm using Suave Professionals, and I'm going to add the natural shea butter and pure coconut oil curl defining cream. This one's okay. I was trying it out for a different video, and I don't know what to say about this. It could be a heck of a lot moisturizing. The moisture is okay, but for my hair, I need a lot more moisture. So, just gonna say that. And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I get that into all of my hair, kind of finger detangling. And now I'm looking to see that I got it on all my strands. And I'm just gonna comb it through just to further distribute it throughout my hair. And now I'm going to go in with my Beauty and Planet Rose and Almond Oil. This also came with my Suave Professionals. I got that in a curl box for with a Suave line that they promoted. And I was pretty upset that there wasn't the Suave's oil, but whatever. This stuff smells so good though, y'all. When I say I don't, it's a really lightweight oil. You can use it for anything. I personally feel that it's not the best for my hair, for what I like my hair to feel like. To the touch, it doesn't really add too much, so I'm going to go in like I always do and add my soft tea hair food. I know a lot of people say, oh, we're not using petroleum jellies or hair grease, that type of thing in your hair anymore. I'm not putting this on my scalp. However, I just think I know that it gives the best definition. I use this in my children's hair. I've always used some type of hair grease in their hair. Excuse me, in their hair. They have healthy, long, strong hair, and I use it in mine as well. And when you guys see the definition, well, you saw it, but when you see this end result and get up close, you'll see exactly why I use this. So I'm just going straight in, and I'm going to separate my section for braiding. And right now I'm just going to pin out, clamp away the remaining hair, just so that I'm not gathering that while I am trying to braid. And look at that, you can see already when my hair is clumping together. It's very moisturized. It wasn't really soaking wet. It was it was wet, but not soaking wet. I'm just going to go ahead and further detangle with that comb. What I normally do, I use 3 combs. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. I'll use that comb, and then I'll have a medium-sized comb. Then I'll go ahead with my rat tooth comb at the end to make sure my hair is as smooth as possible. I did not do it this time because I was trying to shorten down my recording process. So that's what we got going on today. I'm just going to go ahead and braid this up. And y'all, when I say my nails were just the devil with this braid out, it's not really such an issue when I do my wash and goes. But honey, in my lovely T voice, them nails were the devil for this braid out. And I don't really have trouble with braiding other people's hair, especially plaits. When I have long nails, I've done hair with longer nails than this. But doing your own hair, when you're trying to reach around yourself to reach your little short hair, and you're using, you got wet, slippery hair, it was just challenging. Very challenging. And right now, I'm just going to take that comb and smooth out the ends of my hair so that way when I twirl the end, I'll know that I'm going to get the best definition because my hair is completely smooth. And I'm just going to go ahead and braid all my hair off camera. So I am back with the finished plaits. They are, I think I have 8 on each side. Yeah, 3 in the back quadrant, and I have 5 in the top quadrant. All right, so it's the next day. I blow dried my hair for a little bit, about 20 to 30 minutes on medium. And then I just want to jumpstart my drying process. And once I did that, I went ahead and at the very end of the night, I pinned my hair up. So I let my hair air dry for most of the day after I blow dried those 30 minutes. And then I pinned my hair up and tied it up at the end of the night. So today my braids are nice and stretched. I'm going to go ahead and remove all these pins and everything, and I'll be back. All right, I'm just going to add a little bit more of my oil to try to minimize the frizz during the takedown process. Making sure I try to get even my scalp as well. You don't want a dry scalp if possible. So just clipping those front plaits out of the way, I'm going to start taking this back part down. Again, working with the devil. When you're taking your braids apart, you just kind of want to make sure you're careful as possible. That's the reason why it was so difficult for me. I could have easily just gone ahead and just taken that down, but I was trying to have the most definition. So it just took me a little extra time. And, whatever your situation, whether you have long nails, no nails, just take your time to unravel the plaits, because that can be just as damaging as the separation and the fluffing if you are not careful. And as you'll see right here, I'm gonna take my hair down just a little too much. I'm separating right here on this one. I would much have rather to have kept a little more definition in that area, but it is not frizzy. That's the best part about it. It's still defined and not frizzy, but doesn't have the clumps effect that I like. And right there is part of the dilemma that goes on with stretching your braids, with pinning it to your head. You're gonna have braids that, with hair the length of mine, you'll have braids that are just sticking up every which way, looking like Pippi Longstocking. So, just kind of see if you can, stretch the hair in a different way, or you can, like I'm doing there. I just try to separate it, but I'm just going to go ahead and split it down. I'm split it across the middle and bobby pin the lower half to try to help it lay flatter. It wasn't as flat as I would have liked if it just naturally hung, but it's much better than what it was. The result was much better than it was original. All right, so this braid wasn't as difficult to take down, and I don't know if you can tell, I just kind of pull the braids apart once I can feel that sometimes when you get to the bottom of a braid, you kind of take hair from a different strand to add to another strand that might not be as thick. So if I am not sure that I did that, I'll kind of wait so I know for a fact that I'm above that point. Then I'll just kind of pull the two of the three strands apart to unravel the rest of the braid. Now you can't do that when your braid's been up a week. You're gonna snatch and break and tear hair all out the world. But when your hair has been tied down and it's been flat and secure, you can do that. If I can do that, I don't know about anyone else. But that definition is so much better. Fatter plaits give bigger curls in your braids, and I can't really get away with fatter plaits at this point because my hair is not as long. So I'll have maybe an inch or two if I try to pull all the back together, make one big fat plait, or I'll have hair that doesn't have really any definition to it. So you want to do as many plaits as you need. I only needed two in the back, and I got some pretty decent definition. So now I'm taking everything down. I just want to let you guys see what my hair looks like, fully taken down and partially separated. And on the back, you can never really see the definition that well in the back because of the light on my phone. And so that's as good as I can get it. You can kind of see it from the side. But right now I'm going to go ahead and pick my hair up to give it some more volume. Really not doing this for volume. I just want to shape and close out the gaps from the plaits. That's my main purpose. I'm not so concerned with volume because my hair is only so long. I know I can get great volume. I know that. But I want to have great definition. And at this length, definition and volume aren't always something you can have both of, is what I'm trying to say. You can always have both. I don't feel that I could have gotten the volume that I wanted without disturbing my curls too much. So that's what I worked with. And I loved it. It came out great. So when you're trying to get to the center of your head, you want to kind of move the hair in front and behind it out of the way, because if you go through it after you've already fluffed or separated that part, you don't really want to kind of keep disturbing it. You're going to end up with so much frizz, especially if you're a 4C person like me. And in the back of my head right there, I don't know if you notice on the other side, but the back of my hair is probably like a 4B. I'm 4C, D, E, F, and G everywhere else in my head, but in the back it's probably like a 4A. So I just go ahead and, I work with it, but there's something to be mindful of when you're stretching your hair. I probably could have gone without stretching the back of my hair to give me a much better style without having to, push hair up and all this and that, trying to make it a more cohesive look. I didn't really do that, but some people may have to. I just let it do what it did. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my 24-hour Edge Tamer by Ebin, New York. And this stuff is amazing. Shout out to all of Destiny for putting your girl on, because when I say this stuff, now for the average person, it will probably last you 2 days. Me, on the other hand, I sweat first in my head. So the hotter I get, the more I sweat in my head. I could be dry everywhere else, but my head would be wet. So I don't really have a problem with moisture, but I do have a problem with, keeping my natural hair from frizzing up. I have a problem with keeping my edges laid down. And also, when I had perms, I had problems with keeping my edges from being so wet or limp. So it has its plus and downside to it. But in the wintertime, baby, the extra moisture is the bomb. So I'm just trying to guide my edges right now. I'm not trying to do them. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to lay my edges. I'm working with what I already have. I have a very low hairline, not much forehead to work with. So with a hairline like this, you kind of want to work with what you got. My hair kind of does its own, lays its own way no matter what I do to it. And I'm just accentuating that. And right now, I'm basically finished with the hairstyle. I'm just going to go ahead and put a few finishing touches on there to just kind of satisfy myself a little bit more. And I'm going to let you guys go ahead and take a look at this. I really like the way my hair turned out. I'm just trying to get the front to do what I wanted to do. Alright, you guys, this is the completed look. I'm going to show you the back as well. As you can see, I did not, like I said, I did not go in and do any extra pickings to the back. I used my little wig combs, and I did not hide them well enough, but that's okay. You guys, I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.